Hello and welcome into Divination Rainbow. Thank you so much for joining in today. We're going to be taking a look at what is shifting in the energy around you. It feels like there is a breakthrough or a big important change coming that we need to know about. So I'd like to explore that a little bit further. Let's take a look at what is this shift in the energy or this breakthrough that is coming towards you at this time. Okay, good fortune, success, definitely some money, potentially. Let's see what else we can get here, though, to, to go along with this. Definitely positivity right off the bat. Some really good news. Oh, yeah. But it could be something that's not consistent, as we clearly see. Definitely, though, success. I'm seeing success. Maybe even a partnership or a marriage. It's too much. Oh, but there's going to be some obstacles. Okay, there's definitely going to be some obstacles I'm seeing here. Okay. Yeah, so right off the bat, we saw that there is some success coming in, which is great, right? And that's definitely going to come along with not just success, but also finances. It's going to be something like maybe you have an investment that's growing, okay, like a financial investment that's going to bring in some money for you. Things are going well in that way. But then right after that, we did get this next card up, and that is letting me know that you also are going to see some inconsistency in that return. Or there could be someone in your inner circle right now that you're trusting that maybe not the most loyal individual, and that could also definitely be a strong possibility. But there is definitely some success coming in here. This could also be a long-term partnership or a marriage on the horizon, but there will be some obstacles. Interesting. Well, I would love to go in a little bit further and let's see what we're able to find out here. Someone with brunette hair for sure. We saw that a few times in the energy here. Four of Wands, but it's in the reverse. So it could be a lack of a sense of belonging right now, maybe a bit of an unhappy time at the moment. It could be something where there was recently just a shakeup in something that's normally a little bit more of a long-term relationship. And definitely some bit of feeling of sadness. Yeah, not quite sure where to go from here. And knowing that a cycle is ending, but not quite sure what the next thing is going to be. However, at the same time, remaining ready, ready to go out there and ready to fight, ready to see what it is that you need to do, and feeling like you are going to be successful in that. So I could definitely even see this as being like potentially a job that ended or a financial partnership that ended, and not quite knowing where to go from there, but knowing that when you set out on this, you're going to be successful. Yeah, not crying over spilled milk, right? Moving forward and just kind of focusing more on what's in the here and now and what you know that you do have and what's real. Because at the end of the day, you're ready to go out there, you're a reliable individual, and you're going to take it step by step until you get where you need to go. I love to see that. So as this energy is shifting and we're turning the corner here, we're starting to see someone who has more new plans. Somebody who has just had a really big, great idea, and they're wanting to see how they can take this idea to the next level. Potentially something relating to the success. Yeah, but needing to walk away from something first, needing to close something out first. And it's falling right under that Four of Wands as well. So it's letting me know that this is something where there was a little bit of a community and there was a sense of belonging there. But this is now something that has to be left behind. Oh, goodness gracious. And I had a card just go flying to the floor. Yeah, and it's justice. So, yeah, bringing things into a little bit more balance here and definitely taking care of situations. If there was some blocks or some obstacles, removing those blocks, removing those obstacles, and approaching things now from a little bit more of a place of free expression and being able to bring about the changes that you're wanting to see here. Mhm. No more of this losing sleep, no more of this anxiety feeling. The cycle is coming to a close because we're looking forward now. But there's a little bit of a shakeup, that tower moment. Really just feeling like what is up, what is down. Everything is so new, too. It's going to be a bit shocking, but remaining courageous and just staying optimistic, knowing that by being your authentic self and by working on your plan, by sticking to that great idea that you had, it's all going to work out. You're going to be able to bring this into balance, and you just have to have that self trust and bringing a sense of calm to others around you. And what we don't see here is this might be a little bit mysterious. This could be something a little bit mystical. It's definitely secret. Something that you're not sharing with too many people at this time, but it's going to be something very new. And as you step out into this new stage, it's going to feel kind of uncharted territory, like, what am I doing at first? But it's going to bring success quickly in a way that allows you to see financial return. Yeah, in a way that allows you to see financial return, because then we have the King of the Wands and the King of the Wands. The King of the Wands and the Magician, okay? And the Nine of Cups, dreams coming true, wishes coming true, very magical. That is so magical to get all those cards together. And we already have the Queen of Wands as well here. So yeah, this is going to be a great time of abundance and success. It's going to feel magical, like a wish come true, and it's definitely something that is being brought about by this great idea, this new energy that is shifted in a time of change, stepping away from something that may be comfortable and familiar, where you've always belonged, but staying optimistic and staying true and staying courageous is really going to bring it all together. And who doesn't love to see that, right? So now that we know what this breakthrough is that's potentially coming towards you and how some of that is going to unfold, I'd like to go ahead and just take a little bit of a look now at how we can be more mindful as we move into this shift in the energy, what to look out for. Okay, so what are we looking out for? What should my viewer look out for as they move into this shift coming up in their energy? Hmm. Mm-hmm. New ideas for sure. Yeah. Don't be afraid to just take some time with your thoughts because you're definitely cooking some stuff up right now. And there could be potentially some people in your inner circle or maybe someone who you haven't connected with quite yet that is going to be somewhat of a mentor to you on this journey. Networking. Yeah. Making a new network, I just heard. Definitely some networking going on here. And sharing your ideas with others. But your ideas are what you're going to be known for. Your ideas are definitely how people are going to identify and know right away. Oh, you touched this. You had something to do with this, I can tell. That kind of thing. Because that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on here. Someone who carries themselves very well and someone who is consistently performing well in a way that it makes others have a certain expectation for you. Don't be afraid to follow your heart in this way. It's very important to have that great idea, to have that big spark, to have that mindfulness, but also to be able to follow your heart and stay true to yourself. What you're passionate about, you have that passion within you for a reason. And it's going to take quite a bit of grounding yourself and tapping into that passion that you have within, as well as some courage and able to bring all of this to fruition. Don't hesitate to communicate your need at this time to be able to focus on what is most important. Other people will understand that. And truthfully, if there are any individuals who don't understand that, that's just not very fair to you, and nobody has time for that. You need this time to be able to network. You need this time to be able to cultivate your thoughts and your ideas, and to be able to put the time into it properly, to be able to launch your ideas and present your project or your work in the right way. If this is a kind of situation where you're working on building up a new partnership or starting off with a new group of people, you definitely want to be able to take the time to observe your environment and pick up on the social cues and the things that are happening around you in that atmosphere, in your surroundings, so that you are then able to better integrate yourself into that new space. Because I am definitely sensing for someone here, there is definitely with this shift going to be a change in your space, a change in the people around you, in your community, and you're going from a place where you were feeling like you're very familiar to going to something brand new. So just bear in mind that you are potentially going from being the big fish in a small pond to being one of the smaller fish in a much larger pond. So it's okay to take a back seat sometimes and just be observant. That needed to come through for someone. Yeah, but it's going to be a very fulfilling experience and very rewarding for you. It's a whole new chapter, and you have options now. You have choices to be made, and you are able to make those choices of what you feel like is going to most align with the desired outcome that you see for yourself in the future. It's time to let this out. So if there is something that you've been working on, that you've been working quite hard on for a while, and at that same time you're a little bit hesitant because you're not sure if it's quite ready yet, or you're not sure how your work is going to be received, I'm hearing it's time to let it out. You just need to network, and you're going to be able to find the right people. And in some cases, if it's a certain thing where you are creating content or you have a product that you are marketing, sometimes putting it out there before you necessarily know exactly your audience is not going to be a bad thing. Getting that exposure while you can, and that way they will come to you. Okay, the flower does not bloom for the bee. The bee is coming for the flower. The flower blooms regardless. The bee is going to show up, and it's going to cultivate, and it's going to pollinate, and it's going to help things grow. But that flower is going to bloom, and the bee is going to be attracted to it. So whatever this idea is that you're holding, this new creation that you're about to bring into this world, just know that once you do put your magic into it and let it go and let it grow, the right people are going to find it. People who need you, or who have a desire for what it is that you are bringing to the table, people who are lacking what it is that you're delivering on, they're going to naturally be drawn in. They're going to find you. It's going to just work itself out, but you have to be able to follow that inner guidance and find a time of quiet potentially in the mind when you're able to really listen to that and be with your thoughts. And that is why For some, you are going to have to make that time, and that is something that maybe requires a little bit of conversation with others in a polite and respectful way of just letting them know what your intentions are and how you plan on, taking some time to be able to cultivate your thoughts, right? Success is inevitable. We already saw that here. Success is inevitable, okay? And it's going to feel like a magical wish come true. There's just going to be some obstacles that we have to overcome. And I'm starting to get the sense after seeing the other cards, the tarot and the oracle cards that we pulled, some of these obstacles may not be external. And that's okay, because you can do hard things. And with that, I do hope that some of the information that you found here today was helpful to you or entertaining. And if it was in any way, I am so grateful. I do hope that you take good care of yourself. And until the next time, bye for now.